cutting out this rotten fuselage panel to make way for a solid repair.
Pressing the bent tail boom frame straight and checking alignment.
Patching the rusted skid holes with epoxy filler after welding. Replacing corroded rivets in the canopy frame with pneumatic gun. Reboring the worn rotor hub bearing seat to precise specs.
Portable X-ray checking the main fuselage welds for integrity. Ultrasonic testing the tail boom. No cracks left after repairs.
Blending out those fuselage weld seams with 180 grit orbital sanding for flawless primer base.
Refining the skid surfaces from 220 to 400 grit for that primer-ready polish. Filling cracks in the wooden rotor blade with epoxy, then sanding smooth.
Applying the first coat of green epoxy primer to the fuselage for protection. Second primer coat on the tail boom after 30-minute dry time.
Wet block sanding the primed skids with 320 grit for perfection.
Complete forward fuselage now primer perfect across every panel. Systematic preparation positions the entire aircraft for professional Army green base coat transformation.
Sanding the weld seams smooth with 220 grit for priming prep.
Applying silver base coat to the fuselage now. Perfect wet flow indicates proper paint viscosity and application technique.
Protecting skid gear with UV clear coat now, building durable transparent armor over silver base before 1 hour flash time.
Applying authentic Sikorsky R-4 stencils now tone. Precision masking tape creates perfect paint barriers for historical markings restoration.
Detailing rotor hub with authentic matte black now. Specialized non-reflective finish perfect for engine components.
Wet polishing 800 grit on fresh clear coat. Watch the gloss come alive as the Army green really pops through.
Final touch-up blending at every seam, making panels disappear into one flawless Army green skin.
Final buff compound over entire exterior. Now she wears the sunset like a Concours queen. Final masking removal complete. 90% Concours exterior ready for reassembly. The old rust bucket lives again. Final buff compound over entire exterior. Now she wears the sunset like a Concours queen.
Pilot seat demolition cod. 70 years of rot explodes free, revealing rusted floor pan beneath.
Shop vac blasting 50 years of cockpit dust, revealing rusted instrument panels ready for total rebuild.
Sandblasting dashboard panels clean. Rust disappears, revealing aircraft-grade aluminum ready for refinishing.
TIG welding crash-damaged rudder pedal tube, restoring precise flight control geometry.
Reupholstering pilot seat with mil-spec synthetic leather, Fleck. Perfect tension, Concours fit guaranteed.
Calibrating flight instruments to FAA standards. Altimeter perfect at standard pressure.
Rewiring instrument harness with mil-spec TEF cell,
Every joint aviation quality.
Epoxy primer sealing cockpit aluminum frill. Perfect corrosion protection foundation laid.
Custom mil-spec cockpit carpet installation. Perfect fit. Durable, non-slip surface. Final overhead panel installation complete. Interior concours matching perfect exterior restoration. Disassembling Warner R550 radial engine. Rusted cylinder heads coming off one by one. Precision honing Warner cylinders to .003 overbore. Perfect ring seal crosshatch forming.
Phosphoric acid bath dissolving 70 years cylinder head corrosion cren fins emerging factory clean.
New piston rings compressing perfectly into honed cylinders. Bottom end rotating assembly born.
New fuel pump diaphragm tensioned perfectly. 25 psi delivery confirmed, no leaks.
Cylinder heads torqued to 85 foot-pounds, exact sequence. Warner radial top end complete.
Rebuilt Warner engine first run, feel 550 HP, perfect across all 9 cylinders.
Engine oil system completely flushed, WWII-era. Modern high-capacity filtration installed. Torquing the new fuselage skids to spec for safe landings. Lifting fuselage to mount engine and connect exhaust. Assembling and statically balancing main rotor hub. Installing tail rotor and aligning drive shaft. Installing new scratch-proof polycarbonate canopy. Connecting interior engine wiring harness.
Full reveal of restored Sikorsky R-4, ready for flight. Final wipe down and detailing, helicopter like new.
Ground running engine, stabilizing rotor RPM.
Final torque check on critical bolts.
Short tethered hover test. Cyclic controls responsive.